welcome back. Now here we are 5.7 and we're going to piggyback off of 6. It says, according to this, we just need the linked bag file from the previous one. So go in and I get my linked bag file from the previous one. And I will now this, I'll paste it in there, and we see project 5.6, that's the previous one. Here's my code for linked bag. Essentially, we're kind of going to do what we did in the previous one. So we're going to use the code from the linked bag and we're going to use it over in a linked set. So structurally they're about the same, but wait a minute. I know bag doesn't have to be unique. Set does. Okay. So let's start, and we can reuse things here. We're going to get the accessors. So is empty len string iter. I've already got this from before pasted in. Let me reset this whole thing so that I'm not carrying anything over. Let it reset. So I don't have any of the code from when we did it in class. I'll take this, delete it all, and there's my linked bag code from the previous iteration. Linked set, there we go. It has nothing in there. I haven't done anything with it yet. So now I want the accessors, I want the mutators. Got to be careful about what's going on in here relative to the node and how we deal with that. So you know what? I'm going to get it all the way down to just before remove. Because that's where things get a little bit different. It's down in the remove. So let's go to linked bag. Get accessors all the way down to just before remove. And I'll copy that. And come here, accessors from line 18. I'm going to copy it all the way down, say around 56. Something looks it did it. It did it. So I pasted it in. I went to 56, but that stretched it out because there was, you know, a dozen or so lines of code added in there that we copied over. Now, what do we have to do? I've got to change linked bag to linked set. In each of those locations, and there were not a lot that we had to do it to previously, right? So we just check and make sure, linked set, linked set, linked set. Okay, now all we've got is remove. And remove, can I do everything that I've got here. You know what? Let's go take it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste it in there. And we had no instances of this class name in there. Let's look and see what it has issues with, if anything. Looks like it's got lots of issues. And our add method is going to be the same issue we had before. So you think about what our add method issue was in the previous example. So because we're talking about a set, we've got to be careful about what we're doing. Okay, so I found the problems as best I can, and they're little things. One, like I've got an indentation the way I pasted this in down in remove. There's a slight indentation issue. Tab back, tab in. So this should be in line. And this one should be in between the N and the O thereabouts, or directly below the O. So that indentation's taken care of. While I'm here, it's a set, so we have to do that thing we did before. Remember, if not item in self. And then we just take these and tab them in. So we're good there. The only other thing that we've got is something that I'd overlooked. They wanted us to set up a constructor for this, assuming there was none. And, you know, I can grab this constructor over here and use this one. Is this sufficient? You know, it should be. Let's go ahead and grab that. And that, label it. There's our constructor. Let's see if it's happy with this now. Oh, it's still got issues. And let's see. Come over to test set C. Line 74, I've got a typo. Space. Run the checks. Says we're good there. We're good straight on down. So it's a set, has to be unique items. A little bit of an indentation issue. And we had to make sure that our constructor was there, and we just copied that over. Everything else pointed to the linked sets. We changed those names. Everything else we could reuse, with the exception of the fact that the data type has changed and now we're dealing with a set. Had to be unique items. Alright? So with that said, let's see the test, see if it runs a test set. It ran it fine, no errors. Alright, see you in the next one. Save your files. So at a minimum, save linked bag and linked set. likely going to need them moving forward.